This is a note to Christians, specifically white Christians, so you can scroll if that's not you. I'm going to say something, and before y'all argue with me or try to argue in the comments, you're going to go to Google and fact check me and my religious studies degree. Jesus was a Palestinian man, a Palestinian Jew born to a Galilean woman in Bethlehem, described as having bronze skin and hair like wool. And he was killed by the state for political treason. There is a genocide happening in Palestine, in Gaza, right now. So before you set up your Christmas decorations and talk about the reason for the season, know that if Jesus was alive right now, him and his people would be facing a genocide that you are silent about.
Imagine touting your religious studies degree, but seemingly having no idea what Christians actually believe, even as you speak down to them. I'm going to leave aside the parts about what Christ looked like and where he was born, and just say this. Separating out white Christians from non-white, to what end? Because that's antithetical to the gospel. White people aren't any further from the truth. They don't need to work any harder for salvation than do non-whites. Christ is the truth and the way. He's equally available to all. There's nothing you or I can do to earn salvation. His grace is sufficient, even for white people. White people do not have an extra original sin that his grace just couldn't quite cover. Secondly, you don't seem to understand why Christ died, that it wasn't an accident, that he did so willingly. Thirdly, you say if Jesus were alive today, Christ is alive today. And who exactly are he and his people? Who's his people? Because we're all one in Christ Jesus.